if I'm on blue side of the map, I like to ward relatively close to pixel, if not on my side of pixel, so I can recognize the red, or so I can recognize and see if anyone tries to invade my red. So that's why I throw this ward down right here. I'll generally throw it down right here, or I'll throw it in pixel bush. Information. So we saw where the Jax was sitting out, and honestly,
minions have spawned.
The Zir went in way too far. Now, granted, my friend that's in my Discord call was right here beside him the entire time. And I really wanted to start my own blue side anyway. But, so I was nearby. The support, I don't really know why the support wasn't near the ADC. But anyway. We were all luckily just pretty close by each other. My mid laner and my top laner essentially run the Jax out of his red side. Or they like get him back over to the raptor bushes, but with this vision we see that he doesn't really leave. And we honestly, we just get we get the top laner, mid laner, me, and support. Since we're all already nearby, we just go ahead and commit to this. So we do some damage, burn the flash on the... So, because we've already invested so many people onto this side, we just go ahead and take this red. That Jax no longer gets a good leash. So, whenever I upgrade, because, yeah, whenever I upgrade, because I know people are nearby still, I usually do the W when I'm with the Trundle, but because I knew people were nearby, I didn't accidentally, I kind of just purposefully chose to do the E, which is the pillar. And the pillar just basically does a sort of crowd control. So anyway, I'm up here. While I'm up here, I just try to make sure that all the vision is cleared out on the Tri and the... I try to clear out any early wards that the Gnar might have at Tri and at Riverbush. Anyway, we get the red, and I immediately go to my blue. And I honestly don't worry about any other camps up there. I immediately go over back to my red, just in the event that Jax is trying to counter jungle back for it. And I was pretty fortunate that he wasn't. However, the Jax was still kind of far behind. He had to start, because he couldn't start his red and we forced him out of his red, he had to start his chickens. And so he just hit level 2. And he's halfway through his blue right there, and I'm pretty much... I just finished red, and I go to Krugs. And I didn't have to burn a smite until I did my first rotation of Krugs. So that kind of shows how strong Trundle is at going through his stuff. I had the information that Jax was less than half health, sitting in lane trying to get minions. I had double buffs because my my red was still up because he didn't counter jungle my red at the beginning of the game like he could have. So I go to punish him for it. And as you see right here, it was a very easy kill. I lead this gank. I lead what is technically a counter gank off. It's technically considered a counter gank because he's the jungler and he's the enemy team jungler and I'm also the jungler. So I take advantage of him being half health. I actually lead the fight going into it with I literally start this gank off with my W. So the W, whenever I'm inside of the W, which is this area of effect, it gives me enhanced movement speed, and whenever I hit an enemy inside of it, it gives me extra lifesteal. So I'm already at another buff advantage, plus I have over twice as much health as he has, essentially. well, I mean, without actually looking at numbers, you just looking at the health bar, you can tell that because I have the Trundle pillar, I have this enhanced movement speed. Yes, it's very easy for him to get back under the tower, but I'm half health. Or not, I'm half health. I'm full health, and I can punish him very easily for it. I'm able to use this pillar to keep him from getting an efficient way to run away from me. I pinch him literally in between us. I take like a little bit of damage from him, take 1 bit of damage from the turret, and I leave. And while we're here, I talk to our top laner in Discord. I'm just like, oh hey, Gnar's pushed up. Let's go on this. And we see the Gnar is getting pretty close to burning his Gnar. I go in, and I leave him a little bit weak, so that way our Ornn can get his second kill of the game. And I know that Scuttle's still up because I didn't take it earlier on the way back up, so I want to go get this Herald Scuttle. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was me. I don't think it was me. I think our support or somebody placed a control ward in Dragon Pit, and we see that the Jax coming right out of having just died, he immediately goes down there to start the dragon. So this was very bad on his part. Now, technically they do have an advantage to start it because our ADC backed. As you can see, our support's only one in lane. So technically, if you let's do the vertical jungling. Let's do the vertical jungling thing again. So we take a look at it and see who all's on this side of the map. They technically have a 1, 2, 3 man. We have 2 people. They have 4 on this side of the map. So technically, they've got a 2-man advantage right now because I'm up in the higher side of the jungle. So we're gonna play it now. Because of that vision, I immediately just run across mid. I don't care what's going on. I want to go down here and I want to do something on this. I want to put some hurt. I was thinking that this Jax was going to be by himself. I actually didn't realize that the bot lane had come up to help him. So this was super risk. I just get away with it. I literally face check it just thinking that he's doing this by himself. So I'm kind of just like slowly coming across mid right now. So anyway, I do the W to boost my movement speed to get there further because I know I'm cutting this close. And by the time I see this ability, I realize Jax isn't here by himself. This is a very risky play. And I don't do this, or the only reason I do this is because I know I have flash. So I'm nearby. It's a wonder that this Jax doesn't even have smite. For some reason, I'm able to walk in and get this for free. I do a pillar in between me and the support, and I technically had it to where their Jax was cut off, even though the Jax can kind of just dash through that wall like you just saw and still do some CC on me. So technically, I should have been able to get away with this for free. But yeah, I burn my flash. When I'm at my furthest point of being able to run away from them, I then burn my flash. Just to assure that I can get away from all 3 of them. My top laner actually TPs in, uses his ult, because we had that vision earlier. Now, I wasn't committed to re-entering that fight. I just wanted to get back to jungle. Because I know there's still camps that I haven't gotten yet. Like, I'm pretty sure this is still my first rotation to chickens. So I'm not worried about doing anything as far as re-engaging. Anyway, I know my blue's back up. I go back to my blue side. And I see that I have a level advantage on this Jax, and he just comes too close to me. He really wanted to ward the, as you can see right here, he wanted to ward the Herald, and he probably had some idea. He wanted to just have an idea of where I was, and I had just finished my blue when he face-checked me on blue. So I'm chasing him off. I'm not really interested in engaging him right there, because what I want to do is gank top. Because I want to get this Ornn even war fed or get myself even war fed. I was just chasing the Jax away because I know that he's behind on me. Like, I've already killed him once in mid. I've already went into Dragon Pit and stole one from him. At this point, he's gonna have a little bit of a mental on my jungle. So anyway, we don't really choose to chase the Jax because my thought process was get blue, gank top. And this is what we do. We wait until Gnar burns Mega Gnar. I help get him down to really weak. We get Ornn his 3rd kill on Gnar that match. That lane is over. That lane is officially over from the rest of the game out. Because I know Gnar's dead, I get this Herald. I start it because I know technically, once again, cut the map in half, do the vertical jungling, and then check the math on the people that are there. So, there's our jungler, me. Our top laner, there. Their jungler, there, and if you want to count mid lane, we have a 3-2 advantage for people that can immediately get there quickly and help. If we need to start a team fight, we have a 1-man advantage. That's why I immediately start Herald after the death. So I go clear vision, and then I actually start it. I also think that Jax is going to be too scared to fight me one-on-one, so I'm honestly not worried about him contesting me at all, even though he knows I went in there and took out his vision. It's an easy Herald grab. Very easy Herald grab. And I keep forgetting that Gnar has vision right there. But I wait for the Gnar to push back the top lane back toward us a little bit. So in the meanwhile, to pass time, I go to Gromp and get Gromp. So I do my Gromp, do my Wolves, and I kind of wait out this ward that's right here. I go, because we originally saw a ward in this river bush, so I kind of waited out. I hit the ward there. I hit my control ward there first to see if the ward's still there. It's not there anymore, so I hit the blast cone to jump. I actually didn't mean to hit the blast cone. I was just going to walk around the river and go into it, but I just clicked on the blast cone and did the automatic, which isn't a problem. It only would have been a problem if there was still a ward there. So we see the Gnar's up, and the lane is pushed up past the 50-yard line. I would consider this the 50-yard line of top lane. They're pushed past well the 50-yard line. So anyway, I kind of sit in the bush for a second and wait on our top laner to get here, so that way one of us can get the kill on it. We know that Gnar is once again very close to getting his Mega Gnar. I once again lead in with the W. I do a little Chilling Smite. We hit him up again. And I get Ornn his 4th kill of the game. Because we know top lane's dead, we once again have a numbers advantage. And we hit the turret as much as we can to continue this Herald. Now, Jax does come up here because he knows the Herald's up here, but it's fine. We know we still have a technical 2-to-1 advantage because Gnar hasn't shown back up just yet, so we start on the Krugs. And once we see that Boomerang, or I'm going to call it Boomerang because Cubone, that's one little bit more of CS that Jax can't get back to catch up with me. That's why I do that. So anyway, I know, so based off of the information that we just had at the fight, well, we didn't really fight at Krugs, but based off of the information that we just have, we know that Jax and Gnar are somewhere top. They're pushing our turret. Our Ornn wants to gank mid, which I don't have a problem with. I would rather him be closer to top lane, but whatever, it doesn't matter. At least one of us is. So, because I know they're pushing, it gave me a little bit of time to go get Gromp, and then I just go back in the lane. I burn Flash, slow him down a little bit more. We do a 3-man gank on the top. because Jax backed off. I try to come in here to help. Anthony gets a kill. And Anthony also steals Dragon, which was awesome because I didn't have Smite up. I used it on Warren on the last kill. We chase the rest of their laners through their jungle. Or their bot lane through the jungle. I get a kill on Soraka. After I get a kill on Jax. So I get a double right here. And because I know they're 3 or 4 man down, I go ahead and start clearing out their blue side jungle. Because again, it's one more thing that I'm denying the Jax to get back into this game. This was a very dumb Herald start. I should not have started this Herald without killing someone. I did it because they didn't have vision at that moment in time. However, when I saw them plot the vision down, I knew I was going to be in a bad way. Because I knew their top laner, their jungler, and their mid laner could come down and attack me. I knew at minimum 3 people could come and try to take it from me. Now, I was very fortunate that my Warren got here in time to help me out. So we're just going to keep playing it. We do a little bit of CC off of each other. I once again kill the Jax. Gnar, for some reason, just decides that he wants to fight me. And I pretty much lock him into the arena that is this little tri-bush. And I get my next kill. I think this is my, like, 4th kill of the match. And because we have Herald and we just killed top lane and jungle, we throw Herald top. And we try to see how much damage we can do to that turret. We actually take out the turret before Shelly can even get a charge off, which is fantastic because we can use the first charge on the inhib turret. And I get another kill on the Jax. And I'm over here again just harassing anyone I can. We get top lane inhib. We absolutely wrecked the top lane. We're up 15-2, and what do we do as soon as we're pushed up forward? We counter jungle. We take out as much CS and stuff as possible so that way the Jax can't possibly farm his way back into this. Jax actually kind of just starts Dragon right here. I kind of just walked in and out of the fight so I could passively heal back and forth. But we get, I think we get, oh, we didn't have vision. But we noticed that Jax took it. Jax was just being stupid, backed in Dragon Pit while we were nearby. We come back in and I punish him for it. Because he backed in the middle of Dragon Pit instead of going into somewhere safe. We just kind of took the off chance that he was still going to be there. And once again, I punish the Jax even further. I kill him. I immediately go into his blue side and take out his blue side jungle. 20 minutes, we're up 14 kills. We ping mid to fight. I kind of jump in and out of the fight right here to take health when I can, to take damage and health when I can. So I kind of started this fight with like very low health. But because I was able to bob and weave in and out and lifesteal every now and then, I'm almost back to full health. And I do more W to enhance my auto attack speed and just attack more. I also started building into Triforce. And we see that their top lane inhib is back up or still up. So we destroy the inhib. But again, Warren and I aren't scared of anybody. We really want to clear out for this next dragon. Now, I see that I guess that control ward or whatever it is, I see that it's there, but because I have Sweeper, I don't need to be wasting my time with Sweeper on it. I need to get to the Dragon Pit and see if there's any other wards. So I just leave that ward alone because it doesn't have any more vision on me. I go back over toward the dragon, take it, then I go back and kill the ward. So we're not worried about it anymore. I want to get Scuttle and make sure we have that much more vision around Baron. Just in case if something stupid happens, like we lose the next team fight, which is like I catch the Soraka out late and then Azir just gets an easy double. So we're kind of just messing around with them in top and mid. Ornn upgrades my Triforce, and they forfeited the match. Because we were up 20 kills and 10k gold at 26 minutes and 6 turrets as well. And 2 more dragons. That's how you wreck a Gnar Jax combo in the top lane. Thank you for attending my TED Talk.